Kings, Pejas
And he got the chain on. Look at
in
it.
02 and 03, and now put the name Buddy Hield right there.
The Kings' Mavs offseason trade is centered on Buddy Hield. After coming up short of the NBA postseason once again, the Sacramento Kings' playoff drought now sits at 15 consecutive seasons, and things are looking bleak for the streak to snap next year. And what could be heading for some major changes in the offseason? Hi, in this video you will know another picky trade era. If you're a subscriber, well, welcome back to the channel. But if you're new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to be updated as we shoot in more interesting videos, and turn that thumbs up blue as we play on. Let's now dive in. The Kings are set to enter the offseason with about $8.4 million in cap space, but they do have some roster problems to sort out before they go hunting more talent. Richaun Holmes is going to be arguably the most talked about center on the free agent market this offseason, and with Marvin Bagley III entering the final year of his contract next season, Sacramento could be running into some financial problems. Guys like Terrence Davis, Hassan Whiteside, and Maurice Harkless are also set to become free agents this summer, which could lead to some problems in terms of the Kings being able to add more talent to their roster in order to potentially put together a winning season for once. De'Aaron Fox cannot carry this team on his own, and the Kings need to do everything they can to keep Richaun Holmes. But this could mean that they have to part ways with a guy like Buddy Hield in order to stay within their set financial range. Hield is owed $60.8 million through the 2023-2024 season, but he is expendable to this team since he is a three-point specialist. Losing him would definitely affect their defense, but freeing up his cap hold and salary could allow the Kings to add more diverse talent to their roster moving forward. If they made Hield available in trade talks, one team that comes to mind immediately that could be interested in him are the Dallas Mavericks. Dallas needs a real three-point shooting threat, and with Tim Hardaway Jr. set to become a free agent, trading for Buddy Hield logistically could make sense for them on the wing. Bleacher Report's Greg Schwartz also seems to think so, as he came up with the following offseason trade proposal between the Mavericks and the Kings. Sacramento is going to trade Buddy Hield. They would do so in order to free up some cap space, in order to keep and sign some of their pending free agents like Richaun Holmes, Terrence Davis, Maurice Harkless, and Marvin Bagley III next season. Not to mention, they could also free up enough cap space to potentially go after some key free agents in order to add talent to their depleted roster. Chavino Rainier Buddy Hield is a Bahamian professional basketball player for the Sacramento Kings of the National Basketball Association. He was named the Big 12 Conference Men's Basketball Player of the Year in 2015 and 2016. And in 2016, he received 4 major National Player of the Year awards: the John R. Wooden Award, the Naismith Award, Sporting News Player of the Year, and the Oscar Robertson Trophy. Hield was selected with the 6th overall pick in the 2016 NBA Draft by the New Orleans Pelicans and was traded to the Kings in 2017. Hield began the 2017-2018 season as a starter, before switching to a bench role and becoming the team's 6th man after 7 games. On November 25, 2017, Hield scored a season-high 27 points off the bench with a career-high 7 three-pointers in a 97-95 loss to the Los Angeles Clippers. Hield shot 43.1% from three-point range in 2017 to 2018, which placed him 9th in the NBA among qualified players. On November 24, 2018, Hield had 28 points on 12 for 21 shooting and 7 rebounds in a 117-116 loss to the Warriors. On December 17, in a 132-105 loss to the Timberwolves, Hield scored 21 points in the first half before not playing in the second half. Kings coach Dave Joerger did not play any of his starters after halftime. 2 days later, he had a career-best 37 points in a 132-113 loss to the Oklahoma City Thunder. In December, he had a 7-game streak with 20 points or more. On January 5, he scored 32 points and had a career-high 8 three-pointers in a 127-123 loss to the Warriors. On October 21, 2019, Hield signed a 4-year contract extension. On December 26, Hield accused coaches and teammates of having trust issues after he was benched late in regulation of a game that the Kings eventually lost in double overtime to the Minnesota Timberwolves. He apologized to the entire team the next day for his remarks. Hield eventually lost his starting spot to Bogdan Bogdanovic, but the switch produced a boost in his production and efficiency in only his 2nd game off the bench, on January 27, 2020, and again against the Timberwolves. Hield scored a career-high 42 points to lead the Kings to a 133-129 overtime victory. Afterwards, Hield dedicated the game to his idol Kobe Bryant, who died in a helicopter accident the day prior. On February 15, Hield won the three-point contest at NBA All-Star Weekend in Chicago, topping Devin Booker 27-26 in the final round. On December 23, 2020, Hield recorded 22 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists alongside a game-winning buzzer-beating tip-in a 124-122 overtime win against the Denver Nuggets. On February 28, 2021, Hield became the fastest player in history to make 1,000 three-pointers, needing 350 games only to reach the mark. Buddy Hield has been solid for the Kings ever since he joined them during the 2016-2017 season, averaging 17.3 points, 4.5 rebounds, and shooting 40.9% for three-point land since then. Dallas really struggled shooting from deep this season, which is why they could be intrigued by adding Hield to their roster. Dallas added Josh Richardson to their roster ahead of the season as a 3-and-D type of guy on the wing, but he has not really been much of an impactful player for them. In the playoffs so far, Tim Hardaway Jr. has been inserted into the starting lineup over Richardson, and with him having an $11.6 million player option for the 2021-2022 season, it may be wise for the Mavs to trade him now in the final year of his contract. As for Dwight Powell, his role with Dallas has decreased over the years, and with 2 years, $22.2 million remaining on his contract, he is a guy that the Mavericks could want to move in the offseason to free up some cap space, especially with Porzingis, Clubber, and Cauley-Stein team option being under contract for next season. Josh Richardson would obviously make sense for the Kings to replace Buddy Hield at a cheaper price, and Dwight Powell actually makes some sense too, with Hassan Whiteside set to be a free agent and Richaun Holmes possibly leaving in the offseason and free agency. There is definitely a lot to like about this trade for both the Mavericks and the Kings. But is this a trade that we could actually see in the offseason? Let's dive in and take a look at this trade from each team's perspective. Buddy Hield is much happier in Sacramento than he was a few months ago, but it won't be long before he wants out. The Kings rewarded him with a 4-year, $94 million contract extension after it exploded in the 2018-2019 season, averaging 20.7 points per game and making 42.7% of his shots from beyond the arc. He hasn't been the same player since, and his deal is a lot for an ownership group to pay, given their economic issues. Fortunately, many other teams in the league aren't having as many difficulties and would love to have a three-point marksman who is showing more effort on the defensive end. The Dallas Mavericks really want more shooting to put around Luka Doncic, and pairing him with a 28-year-old Hield makes too much sense. Thanks to Tim Hardaway Jr.'s expiring contract owed $18.975 million this season, Dallas can also afford to take on Hield's money. This decision should also be relatively easy for Sacramento. While it moves on from Hield's talent, it acquires an unprotected 2022 first-round pick and frees up tons of money in future cap space. More importantly, breakout rookie Tyrese Halliburton can slide into the starting lineup. This Kings trade helps the team build for its future, built around Fox and Halliburton, while also putting them in a better position to increase their lottery odds to land an elite talent in a few months. What do you think of this Kings trade? Let us know in the comments section below. And hey, if you've enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so we continue giving you the best contents. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.